Let's talk about the elephant in the room, or rather, the bathroom. Frequent urination can disrupt our sleep, social lives, and peace of mind. It's often whispered about or ignored, as if it's just an inevitable part of getting older. Well, it doesn't always have to be that way. There are habits we can change to regain control and comfort. This is about empowerment, understanding our bodies better, and making small, manageable changes. We're going to talk about 7 common habits that might be contributing to those extra bathroom trips. It's time we addressed this head-on, because feeling good shouldn't be compromised by a bladder that seems to have a mind of its own. So, grab a cup of, maybe decaf after this tea, get comfortable, and let's dive in. If you find this information helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us bring you more vital senior health news. We all need a community that understands what we're going through. Thank you for joining us, and please like and subscribe. First up on our list is caffeine. Caffeine is a known bladder irritant and a diuretic. It can make your bladder feel more sensitive and urgent. Think about it. Caffeine doesn't just wake up your brain. It can also give your bladder muscles a jolt. This can lead to that sudden, gotta go now feeling. Reducing your intake, even by a little bit, can make a noticeable difference. Try cutting back by 1 cup a day or switching to half caff. Consider exploring some bladder-friendlier alternatives like herbal teas or decaffeinated coffee. The key is to find what works for you and pay attention to how your body responds. Your bladder might just thank you with fewer interruptions. Understanding the impact of caffeine is the first step. If those extra trips to the bathroom are impacting your quality of life, taking a closer look at your caffeine habit is a smart place to start. Let's move on to alcohol. Alcohol acts as a diuretic, suppressing a hormone that tells your kidneys to reabsorb water. This means you'll produce more urine and need to empty your bladder more frequently. Alcohol can also be a direct bladder irritant for some individuals. Moderation is key. If your evening glass of wine leads to multiple nighttime awakenings, it might be time to reassess. Pay attention to how different types of alcohol affect you. For every alcoholic drink, try to have a glass of water. Spacing out your drinks and avoiding alcohol close to bedtime can also make a significant difference. Being mindful of your alcohol intake can empower you to make choices that support your comfort and well-being. Reducing alcohol can lead to fewer urgent dashes, more restful nights, and a greater sense of control over your body. Next on our list are spicy foods. Spicy foods can irritate the bladder lining, leading to increased urinary frequency and urgency. The main compound in chili peppers, capsaicin, can be a potent irritant to mucous membranes. When you ingest spicy foods, these irritant compounds end up in your urine. Common culprits include chili peppers, hot sauces, spicy curries, and wasabi. If you suspect spicy foods might be contributing to your urinary woes, try keeping a food and symptom diary. Note down what you eat and track your bladder symptoms. If you find a connection, try reducing the intensity of the spices you use. Experiment with flavorful but non-spicy alternatives like herbs and mild spices. The goal is to enjoy your food without paying the price in bladder discomfort later. Listening to your body and making thoughtful adjustments to your spice levels can reduce urinary frequency and improve your overall comfort. Let's talk about artificial sweeteners. These chemical sweeteners can be significant bladder irritants. Common artificial sweeteners to watch out for include saccharin, aspartame, sucralose, and acesulfame potassium. If you're experiencing frequent urination and regularly consume products with artificial sweeteners, consider an elimination trial. Try removing them from your diet completely for a few weeks and see if your symptoms improve. Keep a symptom diary during this period to track any changes in your urinary habits. If you need a touch of sweetness, consider small amounts of natural sweeteners like honey or maple syrup. Fresh fruit can also provide natural sweetness and fiber. By being aware of the potential impact of artificial sweeteners and making conscious choices to limit or avoid them, you can manage urinary frequency and improve your bladder health. Let's talk about fluid intake and nighttime awakenings. Staying hydrated is crucial for overall health, but it's also about when and how you drink. Drinking excessive amounts of fluid, especially in the evening, can result in more frequent urination, particularly overnight. Try to front-load your fluid intake, drinking most of your daily fluids during the morning and afternoon. Aim to significantly reduce or stop fluid intake about 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. Sipping fluids throughout the day is generally better than gulping down large amounts at once. This allows your body to absorb and process the water more efficiently without overwhelming your bladder. If you have specific medical conditions or are on medications that affect fluid balance, discuss your fluid intake with your doctor. Adjusting the timing and volume of your fluid consumption can make a remarkable difference. The goal is to stay well hydrated while minimizing the inconvenience and sleep disruption caused by an overactive bladder. Could your medications be affecting your bladder? Some medications can have unintended side effects, including increased urinary frequency or urgency. Diuretics, often called water pills, are a prime example. They help your body get rid of excess salt and water, leading to increased urination. Other medications like alpha blockers, antidepressants, sedatives, muscle relaxants, and antihistamines can also affect bladder function. If you've noticed a significant change in your urinary habits, discuss it with your doctor. They can review your medications and determine if a particular drug might be contributing to your bladder symptoms. Your doctor might be able to adjust the dosage, change the timing of when you take the medication, or explore alternative medications. Open communication with your healthcare team is key. Let's talk about the power of pelvic floor exercises. These simple exercises, often called Kegels, can be incredibly effective in improving bladder control. Your pelvic floor muscles support your bladder, uterus, and bowel. When these muscles are strong, they help you control the release of urine. Factors like childbirth, menopause, and chronic coughing can weaken these muscles. The good news is that these muscles can be strengthened with regular exercise. To do Kegel exercises, squeeze and lift your pelvic floor muscles, hold for a few seconds, and then relax completely. Aim for sets of 10 to 15 repetitions, a few times a day. Consistency and proper technique are key. If you're unsure whether you're doing Kegels correctly, seek guidance from a doctor or a pelvic floor physical therapist. Strengthening your pelvic floor is an empowering step to manage urinary frequency and regain control. 7 habits might be making you pee more often. Caffeine, alcohol, spicy foods, artificial sweeteners, fluid timing, medication side effects, and pelvic floor strength. Small adjustments can improve bladder control. Knowledge is power. Find what works for you. Consult your healthcare provider for persistent symptoms. You deserve to feel comfortable and in control. Thank you for joining us at Golden Years. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. Until next time, stay fabulous.